Welcome to your Rising Sun video series, and this is the Peace Dealer here to talk about what happens if you have an Aquarius rising. Shout out to Andrea. She has a sun, moon, and rising sign in Aquarius. Now, just because you are an Aquarius, let's say you were born at the end of January into February, doesn't mean you have an Aquarius rising. So you want to look at your birth chart calculator and natal chart and find out what your rising sign is, which you'll need the time of birth for since it changes every 2 hours. So your rising sign is your appearance, and it also is your personality. These people are, being an air sign rising, very intellectual, and they really know how to express their individuality and uniqueness, but not in a way that makes them look weird, even though more often than not they are weird, but in a way that's cool. They're the ones that actually make it cool to, be different. That is all Aquarius, because they're so good at, not fitting in. Like Kid Cudi, for example, is an Aquarius. He's not an Aquarius rising, I don't think, but he's an Aquarius. And he's one of the rappers who made it cool to be a loner. Totally Aquarius crap. No, I don't mean to say crap, but yeah, it's when they wear something, they're the kind of people that are like, maybe, okay, wear a baseball cap. All right, I don't have a really good sense of style, but they'll do something like that. They'll do something that's just like not traditional. Let's say wear like a baseball cap with a business suit and totally pull it off. No one else can do this, but Aquarius rising can pull it off. But more often than not, Aquarius risings like to dress casually, which is interesting because then when you do see them dressed professionally, you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could look so stunning. This is crazy. And Aquarius risings, they really like to surround themselves with individuals who share their ideals. And even if they don't believe the same things, Aquarius risings know how to meet people halfway so that they can bridge other people and connect other people together. They're very good at that. Aquarius risings also know and like to rebel, whether subconsciously or consciously. Like they don't like things that limit their freedom, and the way their personality is as well is they're not really content with a certain surface level reason for something. Like you can't just tell an Aquarius this is that. Like they're gonna want to know why, and in a scientific way. Like it has to make sense in a very specific, logical way. This is why Aquarius risings make very good scientists, because they know how to test and take note of very different variables. However, Aquarius risings can look at people like test subjects and because they're so good at detaching, they could really like be completely insensitive to the feelings of other people if something serves their agendas. Aquarius risings could be very cold as well. But yeah, Uranus rules your entire chart, not your ass. Uranus rules your entire zodiac chart, which adds to the electricity and to the unpredictability of their nature. So these people aren't like Taurus risings like me. Like they don't like to do things steady and practically. This is not to say they're not practical, but they just need to switch it up. Like they don't ever want to know that someone can predict their next move. Once they get whiff of that, they'll switch it up on you so fast, and it won't be pretty if it's someone you're beefing with. But even if it's not someone you're beefing with, like they'll switch it up on you, and bam, you don't know what to expect, and they love that. They love keeping you guessing and on your toes. And so because Aquarians focus a lot on other people, not in a Libran type of way where they can't do anything else unless they're with someone, because Aquarius risings are very independent and they don't need you. They can do whatever they want by themselves, like Aries, but they like to connect and reach out to other people. So Leo is their 7th house cusp. And as Leo, if you're an Aquarius rising watching this, you attract people who are just so full of themselves. And they're just so in love with themselves. And they just know how to attract so much attention. Now, mind you, Aquarius risings know how to attract attention too. The beautiful thing about Leo and Aquarius is Leo will be the center of attention, drawing all the eyes to them. And then Aquarius knows exactly how to work that crowd and you know, delegate who goes here, what happens to what. That's how they make a really good team. So you attract these people who teach you to get out of your head and live more in your heart and not detach so much, and to